Have you ever met someone and felt an unshakable pull toward them, like destiny itself was at work? What if every magnetic encounter in your life was not random, but a whisper from your soul seeking healing? Carl Jung's powerful insights reveal that understanding yourself is the first step to recognizing true connection. Most people believe relationships are born from chemistry or chance, but the truth lies much deeper within the workings of the unconscious mind. In this exploration, we'll uncover how meaningful coincidences, emotional patterns, and self-recognition shape who feels meant for us, and how we can finally open the door to authentic connection. 6. When someone is meant for you, you'll feel it. Here's why. Carl Jung. Transcript. Have you ever crossed paths with someone and felt without reason, without words, that they were meant to be part of your journey? Not just in romance, but in friendship, in guidance, in that inexplicable role of showing up at the right time, as if life itself had summoned them for you. Was it just coincidence or something far deeper? Carl Jung called it synchronicity, a meaningful coincidence that aligns with your inner world, as if the universe responded to your unconscious state and sent someone your way, not randomly, but with purpose. In this video, we'll explore what Jung believed about these meaningful connections and why some people feel like they're meant for us. We'll dive into how the unconscious mind shapes who we attract, how synchronicity reveals hidden alignment, and how to tell the difference between real connection and illusion. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the Daily Stoic channel and join our growing community of seekers, dreamers, and deep thinkers. This is a space for transformation, truth, and the art of inner work. Now let's begin. Some people feel like home the moment they arrive, not because they are our destiny, but because they awaken something unconscious within us. But let's pause here. Not every magnetic connection is sacred. Sometimes what feels profound is simply familiar pain dressed in new skin. The unconscious mind doesn't care if we're comfortable. It wants us to grow. And it often does that by leading us into patterns again and again until we notice. Have you been drawn to those who ignore your needs, rejected by those you try to love deeply? That isn't bad luck. It's your psyche repeating old wounds, hoping you'll finally pay attention. Jung called this the individuation process, the journey of becoming whole. Until we face the fragmented parts within, we continue to attract relationships that echo those fractures. The one who ignores you may echo a childhood where your feelings were dismissed. The one who overwhelms you may reflect the chaos you never learned to soothe. It's not about blame, it's about seeing. And once you truly see, everything changes. You stop calling it fate, you call it a pattern. You stop chasing people who don't value you and start asking, do I value myself? Because here's the secret. You won't recognize the right person until you've recognized yourself. You won't hear the quiet knock of real connection over the noise of unmet needs, projections, and fantasy. Jung taught that what we disown in ourselves, we often fall in love with in others. Their fire, their confidence, their light, it might all be yours, reflected back at you. But when the illusion fades and they fail to live up to the image you've painted, you call it betrayal. Yet it was never them. It was your projection of who you needed them to be. So how do you know if it's real? True connection doesn't feel like a roller coaster. It feels like calm, like breath, like presence. It doesn't demand that you shrink, hustle, or perform. It invites you to expand, to be more of who you already are. It doesn't whisper chaos in your nervous system. It brings peace to your bones. It says you're safe now. You can stop trying. You can just be. We've been taught that love must be dramatic to be real, that if it doesn't hurt, it isn't deep. But Jung would say, that's not love. That's unresolved trauma in disguise. If you constantly feel like love is a battlefield, ask yourself, what am I fighting for? Connection or validation? The person meant for you won't require you to abandon yourself. They'll mirror the work you've done, not the wounds you've denied. But here's the hard truth. Many say they want the right person, yet cling to the wrong ones out of fear, hope, or habit. You can't plant a future in barren soil. If something continues to drain you, it's not a test. It's a message. Letting go isn't giving up. It's coming home. It's saying, I choose peace now. And in that moment, when you finally choose yourself, the people meant for you begin to appear. Not because they suddenly exist, but because you finally cleared the fog that kept them hidden. They won't come crashing in like fireworks. They'll arrive like a quiet sunrise. Clear, gentle, undeniably real. No performance, no confusion, just resonance. So stop asking, is this person right for me? Start asking, am I being true to myself in their presence? Because when you finally stand as your whole self, the people meant for you will recognize you effortlessly. They won't need convincing. They'll just know, just as you will. And that is where everything begins. If this message spoke to your soul, share your story in the comments. Are you still walking the path of becoming? Or have you met someone who felt like a missing part of your spirit? Subscribe to Deep Psyche and turn on notifications to journey deeper with us. We explore the hidden patterns of love, the secrets of the unconscious, and the art of becoming whole. Remember, before you find the right person, become the one who can recognize them. That's where the magic lives.